Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Encinitas. We're the daily podcast that gets you started on the right foot and always with a positive vibe. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Tuesday, January 30th. You'll be interested to know. Today is National Croissant Day. The croissant's Austrian origins as Kipferl was introduced to France by Marie Antoinette, and it became a French culinary icon. This buttery, crescent-shaped pastry, a blend of simple ingredients, symbolizes the fusion of Austrian and French baking. Grab one today before they sell out. Now let's check out the weather in the Encinitas area. This morning it's sunny and 51 degrees, with just about no wind and 65% humidity. Tonight, the sun will set at 5:19 p.m., and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:44 a.m. It looks like we're in for a day of mostly sun, with a high near 63 and a light northwest wind, 5 to 10 mile per hour. Tonight, patchy fog before 10 p.m., otherwise partly cloudy with a low around 54. In the surf report, Tuesday brings modest surf with waist to stomach high waves, increasing to chest high in some areas. Light wind in the morning shift to lightly onshore in the afternoon. Later in the week, expect a strong west-northwest and northwest swell, with waves reaching chest to head high. However, changing conditions and strong wind are likely towards the weekend, with potential for challenging surf and weather. In Encinitas and North County, it's looking 2 to 3 feet and clean in the morning, turning quite choppy in the afternoon. Just a heads up, this weekend looks like a complete blowout thus far. Get your zoomies in while you can. The first low tide Tuesday will be 2 feet around 5:30 a.m., with a 4-foot high tide at 11 a.m. The nearshore buoy at Scripps in La Jolla reads 64 degrees for the water temperature. Looking ahead, we'll see a foggy start on Wednesday, clear into a mostly sunny day with a high near 62 degrees. Rain chances increase Thursday with possible thunderstorms and a high near 61. Friday will be mostly sunny with occasional showers, and the weekend promises mostly sunny skies with mild temperatures. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In top news, Toyota Motor has issued an urgent recall for 50,000 older vehicles in the U.S., specifically targeting certain 2003 to 2005 models of Corolla, Corolla Matrix, and RAV4. This critical recall is due to potentially lethal Takata airbag inflators, which could explode and send metal shrapnel into the vehicle. Worldwide, Takata airbag issues have caused over 30 deaths, including 26 in the U.S., and numerous injuries. This recall is part of a broader issue, with over 67 million Takata airbags recalled in the U.S. alone. Toyota's recall specifically addresses driver's airbags in the RAV4 and front passenger airbags in other models. This alert follows similar do not drive advisories from other automakers, including Stellantis and Honda, due to the same Takata airbag concern. Now, let's talk science. The Xiu archaeological site in northern China, unearthed in the 1960s, has provided groundbreaking insights into human history. Recent studies have determined that Homo sapiens were present at this site around 45,000 years ago, pushing back the previously understood timeline for human arrival in China by about 5,000 years. The site was rich with over 15,000 stone artifacts, animal bones, and a notable human skull fragment. Modern dating methods have confirmed the age of these artifacts, indicating a much earlier human presence in the region than previously thought. This finding suggests that early humans might have migrated to China via the northern route, possibly through areas now known as Siberia and Mongolia. The discovery not only highlights a significant advancement in human migration timelines, but also suggests complex interactions with other hominin species, like Neanderthals, and points to the existence of extensive trade networks, as evidenced by the presence of materials like obsidian from distant sources. This reshapes our understanding of early human migration and interaction in East Asia. In business news, the startup investment scene faced a significant downturn in 2023, marking the lowest level of funding in 4 years. This decline, particularly pronounced in the tech sector, was largely due to rising interest rates. High-growth companies, once booming with investments, saw a stark reduction in funding, dropping to $167 billion from over $300 billion in 2021. Major venture capital firms, hit by the economic shift, drastically scaled back their deals. Despite these challenges, one sector shone brightly: generative AI. Investment in this area surged, with significant funds flowing into leading startups like OpenAI. However, the future looks cautiously optimistic. Expected interest rate cuts by the Federal Reserve could renew investor interest in startups, possibly revitalizing the IPO market. But the landscape has changed. Startups now face heightened pressure to cut costs and strive for profitability in this new, more fiscally conservative era. In crypto, Bitcoin is back up a bit to $43,415, while Ethereum is at $2,300, and Solana is up to $102. Now on to sports. Slow night across the board. In the NBA, the Clippers on the road lost to the Cavs 118-108, and the Lakers on the road also lost 135-119. Tonight, the Lakers stay on the road to play the Hawks. In national hockey, Wednesday night, the Kings are on the road to play the Predators, and the Ducks are at home to take on the Sharks. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. In local news, just outside San Diego Lagoon, near Del Mar, an unusual split-hull dredge named Bayport is mining sand for beach replenishment in Solana Beach and Encinitas. This 303-foot-long vessel, operated by Manson Construction Company, and contracted to the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and City of Solana Beach, will work for over 100 days. Its task is to collect 700,000 cubic yards of sand from offshore deposits. The sand will then be pumped to shore and distributed over 7,200 feet of coastline in Solana Beach and 7,800 feet in Encinitas, extending the beaches by about 150 feet. The $30.5 million project, funded under the Biden administration's bipartisan infrastructure law, was secured by Rep. Mike Levin. This effort not only benefits the immediate areas, but may also positively affect beaches in Del Mar and further south due to shifting shorelines. And in entertainment news, Christopher Nolan, renowned for his direction in Oppenheimer, hosted a Q&A with Nathan Fielder and Benny Safdie, delving into their new satirical comedy series, The Curse. Airing on Showtime and Paramount Plus, this groundbreaking show captivated Nolan, who compared its originality to iconic series like Twin Peaks. The plot centers around Fielder and Emma Stone, portraying a married couple running an HGTV show called Philanthropy. Their story takes a dark turn with the emergence of a curse that challenges their relationship and attempts to have a child. Benny Safdie, who co-created the series, also stars as a TV producer. Nolan's admiration extended to Fielder's HBO series The Rehearsal and the Safdie brothers' filmography. Allison Herman of Variety praised The Curse for its effective mood setting and exploration of exploitation at multiple levels, leaving viewers to decide whether it's a must-watch or a pass. I haven't made up my mind on this one yet. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And in honor of National Croissant Day, our quote comes from the French philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and he said, "To write a good love letter, you ought to begin without knowing what you mean to say, and to finish without knowing what you have written." And that's a wrap for this morning. Remember to stay tuned tomorrow for more news and updates. Have an amazing day, my good friends.